Streetwear isn't just clothing. It's culture, our community, our uniform, every hoodie, every tee, every pair of cargos. They say something about where you're from, who you stand with, what you believe in. And it's also proof fashion doesn't trickle down from runways and high designers. Most of the time, fashion, true fashion, or what we would call culture, bubbles up from the sidewalks, from the streets. And most of the times, the brands we love or the brands I have more respect for also stand for something behind that clothing. Welcome to Kickin Game. I'm your host, Twoogees. And today I got two dope guests with me, two close friends, two people I have a lot of respect for in their brand. First up, Sal, the mind behind Breathe. He's blending fashion with mental health. We'll get into that. Second guest, we have my boy Zay from Fortunate. And to me, he's like the definition of like a hustler with the strong energy. And he has a message behind his brand, and we're going to get into that as well. But first off, thank you both for coming down.
Thank you.
Yeah. Anything I missed out?
No, I mean, the key focus, mental health, man. Definitely didn't miss out on that. But I'd say, that's a huge thing in life right now, our mental health. So,
dope. Thank you for coming, Sal.
Yeah,
Zay?
man.
I just want to thank everybody here. The production looks really, really dope. Yeah. I'm so happy to be here. Thankful God put us in this position.
Yes,
yep.
sir.
And very grateful to be here, man.
Yep. All right, well, hey, without further ado, I'm going to get into it. Zay, I'm curious on Unfortunate.
Okay.
The name, what that means to you, and has it changed from maybe when you first thought of it and started your brand?
Oh, man, that's actually funny. So, Fortunate, man, it's more than just the name, obviously. Funny enough, when we first thought of the name, so I had a homie that worked with me, little homie. His name is Mark. We started off the clothing brand together, and it was just more of we was trying to escape from the paycheck to paycheck, and I've always loved clothes. I love what the feelings it brought you, and we were actually in line at Syndicate. Shout out Syndicate Los Angeles. No plug. I love them guys, man. But we was in line, and I don't know if you guys are familiar with the layout, but there's a little fortune teller.
Mm-hmm.
And something about the word like fortune is stuck with me. And the original name was Fortune Establishment, but it didn't really click, man. And I just thought about my upbringings growing up, and the word fortunate popped up because, growing up we wasn't poor, but we wasn't very wealthy.
Yeah.
We were fortunate to have a roof over our heads, you feel me? So that kind of stuck with me, and I was looking at the meaning of it, and it just ran with it, Fortunate, and then I just slapped LA on it because born and raised LA.
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm kind of branching off to just Fortunate, but certain pieces with LA, I put LA on it. So yeah.
Does it have any new meanings now?
New meanings now?
Like Fortunate, like to what it means to you, maybe?
Yeah, man. And I love the word fortunate because it progressively goes with everything that's happening in my life. I feel like the more, I'm very religious, so I'm getting closer to my faith, and fortunate, it's just like a constant reminder of how blessed we are every single day,
exactly.
Man. Yeah. Through the ups and the downs, he's always been there for me.
Yeah.
And, as long as I pray, everything just kind of flourishes. And, I'm fortunate to be here. As corny as that sounds.
That's beautiful,
you know what I mean?
right there.
Yeah, I know you relate to that with Breathe.
Definitely a lot. Because, man, it's been a journey, I'd say, for sure. My journey started with 2019. I've had my brand for 5 years now. But, yeah, man, definitely faith and just praying every single day. And, 2019, looking back at it, I wouldn't change a thing because that's who I am now. And that's honestly, I'm thinking, definitely God put me in that position where, find yourself again, find that purpose in life. And, man, so I could definitely relate to that for sure.
I love that, brother. I love that. And I don't know your story at all, but it seems like you've been through a lot. And I love that you've been through a lot because all that experience is exactly where you need to be, man.
That's where we are now.
That's why we're here. That's exactly why we're here.
I love that.
Sal, what does Breathe mean to you on that same note?
Man, so the name came from just learning how to breathe again. And that that's just the main focus of me finding myself. And yeah, my therapist was just like, hey, you got a story to tell, and you really have to learn how to find yourself. And you never know who you can inspire. You're Hispanic. Not a lot of Hispanics go to therapy, and especially males. You know, it's like a machismo thing in our culture. And it's like we can't really express ourselves or show our emotions. But hey, we're all human at the end of the day. But I truly feel like breathe is just something that, like I said, I had to learn how to breathe again. And not a lot of us really know how to breathe the correct way. So that was a challenge, because I was just like, wow, I really haven't been breathing the correct way this whole time. But yeah, that's pretty much where the name came from.
It's interesting to me because when we first met, when we first met, I didn't necessarily think breathe. I didn't attach breathe to like mental health or anything like that. So that's why I asked, like, there's probably a lot of names anyone could go with when they're trying to build a brand, like anything, or even something more like aimed at literally a brain and with a little logo. Exactly. But I was drawn to, it was like, I was compelled to the word breathe. You know, I even think me and you had a convo. Yeah. Even more specifically of why breathing. And I was like, it clicked to me. I'm like, oh, bro, I relate to that story, you know, with therapy, or even just like the idea of having breath and just, you know, a lot of the times we be torturing ourselves, bro. Exactly. So it's like the idea of just breathing and just like, you know, I always rock with that.
Appreciate it.
So was there any reason, like you want to get into that, like why breathe and not mental health matters, or men go to therapy, or Hispanic, you know, like a lot of other options you could have went with.
Right. I just felt at the time, for me, it was something that I really stuck with, because I was in the shower, and I feel like that's where we get our ideas from.
Shower or in the car when you're driving with the music playing.
And like I just had that idea of my therapist telling me, create something, just do something. Because, again, you never know who you can inspire. So that stuck with me as well. And, I was in the shower, and I was just like, okay, you love fashion. You've always been dressing up since you were a little kid. Baggy clothing, jerseys, everything, you name it. Rockaware, Echo, South Pole, whatever it was. But I don't know, I was just truly inspired by fashion. And I was just like, okay, think of something that can just be like a true story. And I was like, breathe. And I was like, okay. Breathe by Sal. Okay, it's your story. So what helped you get back to who you are? Just by learning how to breathe again. And it just really
that's a good name, bro. And like hearing you explain it, I'm like, oh shit, like I even want to see how your clothes is. You know? Like I love the story attached to it. It's great, bro.
It's honestly, like when I first started, my first piece was literally just a crew neck that I threw bleach on, and I literally threw breathe on it.
Oh shit.
And
was it embroidered breathe?
Nah, it was just like a screen print.
Oh, that's tough though.
It was just a screen print.
That's where you start, you know.
We all start somewhere, right?
Real shit.
And then look at you right now.
Exactly.
I'm assuming that's your
This
buddy?
is me,
Tough, bro. Tough.
But yeah, no, it's been an amazing experience. And my first piece, like I said, it was a bleached crew neck, and now I have it framed. Like,
that's fine.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to frame my first tee, man.
Yeah, it's gonna fire. Yeah. I like that. Because, you know, just to like, when you memorialize something like that, I feel like for me, it puts like a little battery in the back. All right, let me keep going.
Exactly.
Yeah, it serves as a constant reminder.
Yeah.
It really does.
That's dope.
Well, shoot, let's get off the brand for a little bit. Yeah. You touched on it a little bit growing up, inspo, jerseys, fashion.
Right.
What was growing up for you? Any hobbies? Were you playing sports? What music?
So growing up, like, honestly, I had a really great childhood, and I didn't get to really see the struggle. But the meaning of that, though, it was my parents, they were struggling really hard, but they didn't let me see it.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
And anything I wanted, I remember I would always go to the Fox Hills Mall, and my dad would take me to Kids Foot Locker, and my very first jersey was an Elton Brand Clippers jersey.
Fire.
And I don't know. I was just like, damn, like,
that's cool though.
Yeah, no, Laker, Laker gang for sure. But I don't know. It's just stuck with me. And the colorway was a black jersey, Clippers, not even the cursive one. It was just black and red on the sides. And from there, I was just like, damn, like, I really like basketball. But basketball, I've been playing since I was in, I'd say preschool.
Oh,
And
Man, we got a hoop.
come on, we got.
oh yeah,
hoop.
yeah, no. A lot of people don't think I could hoop, but I could hoop.
That's what's up. That's what's
But
up.
well, I mean, you know, they see me, they're like, he don't play
Yeah,
basketball.
yeah.
Like, no, I play.
That's
But
what's up.
but I think for sure, like, going back to jerseys and all of that, like basketball related, I didn't even have like an actual hoop to play in. My actual hoop was like a little tulip that was like in the kids' playground, and like you had to throw the ball in to the hoop, and there was holes on the side, and you had to guess what hole it was gonna come out of.
Yeah.
And I loved it so much until like I was like, damn, like I wonder how it actually feels to actually make it in the actual hoop. And I got to the big kids playground. Oh, it was a wrap. It was a wrap. I was beating all the big kids, 4th graders, 5th graders, even the PE coaches, you name it. Like basketball, it was like my escape. And I don't know, I just loved it so much. And to the point where I was growing fast. And what broke my heart was my PE coach was like, Sal, I know you love basketball so much, man. You're growing fast. And I asked him, you think I'm gonna be in the NBA? He literally hit me with a no. And I was like, damn.
Damn.
As a teacher too.
Yeah. Damn, man.
But, you know, that didn't stop me. I'm still hooping. You know, I'm 30 now, and I still feel great, man.
That's what it's all
I
about.
gotta
bro.
ask you, brother, who's your favorite player? Like, what's your favorite team?
Right now or,
Yeah,
of all time?
growing up when you was.
Growing up, I mean, Kobe for sure.
Kobe,
Man,
yeah.
Kobe. Besides him, Carmelo. I had all the Carmelos, the very first ones. The blue colorway, the Denver Nuggets.
Yeah.
I don't know. Denver Nuggets were like my favorite team growing up.
That color was just smooth when
Yeah.
you're a kid growing
Yeah.
up and you seen it.
Exactly.
That logo was tough.
Yeah.
You
Shoot.
played with the color
Syracuse
combos.
jersey that I
Ooh,
had.
Qs.
Man, I don't know. It was just really special for me because like my dad would buy them for me, and I was just like, man, like I didn't want to lose these jerseys. Like they meant a lot to me, and all the jerseys had to match with the shoes.
Fire.
That's how it starts.
Come on,
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
And then just growing up, like Chicago Bulls, Lakers, New York Knicks. I don't know. I felt like I was a part of every single team growing up, but
Because of the colorways,
Yeah.
the style,
Colorways,
the
the
fashion.
style.
Players
Right.
around the time period.
Yeah.
That's
Exactly.
cool.
So Zay, you too, right? Hooper growing up, or
Yes,
what
sir.
was it like? What fashion inspos, early inspos,
Fashion
athletes.
inspos. Man, I would say growing up for sure, like, because we do a lot of window shopping. I'm not
Oh,
gonna cap you.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
growing up, we didn't really go to malls, nothing like that. It would always be like secondhand, and I think that's where my love for vintage kind of flourished.
Bing
Okay.
bing.
And wearing big clothes.
Yeah.
My brothers, I would always rock me, hand me down. So it kind of adapted to how it is right now. But I grown up a lot of Kanye, for sure. Kanye, his
Yeah.
fits even to this day it still hit.
Right.
You know what I mean? I think growing up around like middle school eras when I started figuring out like my look, and Richie Lee was actually a really big inspo
Man.
because he was one of the few like Asians in the community that
Oh,
actually did
okay.
stuff. You feel me?
Okay.
And I was like, he's fly, he's into sneakers, hooping, fashion. That's me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's how I kind of looked at it, man.
Right.
That's how I kind of
You have any siblings? So you have you
yeah,
said older,
I have
right?
the Timothy's outside. Shout out Tim for coming through, and I have an older brother named Matthew. I'm the youngest out of the three, and I consider Billy, or have you met Miles? I don't know if you Chef Boy Miles. I don't know if you met him before.
Chef. Boy,
His name is Miles, but we call him Billy. Long story on that one. We ain't even worried about that.
Yeah.
But I consider him like a brother too.
Okay.
So those are my.
So
my
like
sons.
a little fashion inspo from them, or the hand-me-downs you're saying.
I ain't gonna lie. Tim put me on fashion a
Yeah,
little
you
bit.
can. You can.
Yeah.
know
Younger
what I'm
brothers
saying?
can show the older brothers
You
some
know what I'm
love.
saying? I ain't
Like,
gonna lie, but he kind of fell off now. No
Yeah.
cap. But yeah, no, I give him props.
That's
Siblings?
good. Older sister. I definitely
what'd you steal fashion-wise from her?
I felt like I
Anything.
Man, well, she loved Rockaware too, and Echo,
Okay.
South Pole,
Ooh.
that puffer jacket with the fur on the
Oh,
when those
okay.
first came out. Oh man, she had like all the colors, but what I stole from her, music.
Ooh.
And shout out to her for putting me on. Like, she really changed my just perspective in music. Because growing up, like, I was just strictly like Michael Jackson.
Oh, hello.
Oh,
And the reason why I was just like, I love dancing too. So within my.
You the triple
oh
five,
man,
you
yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say like
You like Chris Brown? What's up with that?
you too though.
I can't.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I can't dance for shit, man.
I don't know why. I could have sworn I seen a TikTok of you dancing.
Right.
And
Man, I wish I could get boogie, man. I wish, brother. I wish.
I was gonna say, man, we
But
gotta kick it
yeah.
more often. It's
We
not
do,
clothes,
man.
basketball,
Exactly.
music.
No, that's
Now-
what's up, man. But it's just like dancing. I feel like another escape. Like, I don't know, you just don't think about anything when you're dancing. And like the reason why I started dancing, yeah, Michael Jackson. But again, I was in the shower. My dad was like, "Hey, I brought a DVD for you. You gotta watch this." Kid you not, I watched it every single day.
Oh, that's fire.
Every single
What
day.
what like deep or what CD was it? Like what album? Do you remember the album?
Definitely Off the Wall was my favorite one.
Hmm.
Of course, Thriller after that.
Okay.
Honestly, the order of each album, I was just like, man, like, he's a genius, legend, man.
I gotta
But-
give it a run back then,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
because I've heard multiple people. You know, I haven't spent the time
To actually like
to listen. You
Yeah.
know,
right.
I like the body of work though. Like when I listen to somebody, it's like the
Mhm.
album,
Yeah.
song one. I want to
Right.
hear like. It's like a clothing drop, you know.
Yes,
Like
exactly.
homie
From
spent
beginning to
time
end.
on like
Right.
like a body of work.
Yes.
I want to respect it as such, you know. So I'll listen to it like
Yeah.
like I went through Jay-Z's.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Another
fire.
good like
Oh yeah.
somebody to go through and just let
Right.
me hear it from start to
to
Mhm.
finish.
like what he
Yeah.
was about, you know.
And something as a creative that I've noticed is now I even appreciate like when it comes down to like the artwork, like
Mhm.
what type of font they
Right.
used and like the colors that they played with, and
Exactly.
even like when it comes down to their t-shirts, like okay, like how was their tour merch looking, and
Right.
it blows my mind, bro.
Right.
It's crazy. You can find inspiration
merch.
in everything.
Yeah, that's how I
Yeah.
find my inspiration too. I go back. I've realized that I actually watch a lot of old music videos, like
Yes.
early 2000s, maybe even early 90s. But yeah, I just try to see, damn, like that colorway looks really dope.
Mhm.
How they have the camera angle and just like
Mhm.
Yes.
just envisioning what can I create.
that could replicate that.
Right, exactly.
Fire. Same way.
And I don't know, within like my brand, like every collection, I always want to do like a short film. And
Tell a story.
Yeah,
Yes.
like the true meaning of the collection, because every single collection that I drop is actually a meaning, and it's how I'm feeling at that moment.
Yes. And they can
And-
kind of encapsulate like
Right.
if you try to look back at it, be like, oh, this is what
Yeah.
I was experiencing
Every
within that
single
time.
one.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Bro.
So yeah, man, it's like I said, you just gotta keep going. It's a journey, and you'll find it, man. You'll find it.
On that same note,
Yeah.
you brought up Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'll give you time to think, or maybe it's him.
Uh-huh.
One artist, one album. I'll even give you a song. Nah, let's go artist and album.
Uh-huh.
One artist and album to go with your brand.
Oh, to go with the
Best
brand.
represent your brand.
Damn, never
Ma-
thought of that. Okay.
You know, like, and maybe we could get back into that.
Yeah, that's a
Um,
great question.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Let's hold off on that then. Let's
Yeah.
get back into the
But,
brand.
yeah,
I have
I
some
gotta
fun.
think about that one.
I have some fun like quick hitters that we could hit on
Yeah.
later, and
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
throw that one in there.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Actually,
That's
Let's
a
get
good
back
question.
into like a brand, trying to build something. What are some things that you feel people don't necessarily understand about building a brand, or maybe the struggles or obstacles?
Mhm.
For me, I would say I think one thing I would like people to understand about mine is that, like, maybe you touched on it too. I know you too, is like the intention behind it,
Right.
or the meaning, or
Mhm.
like, I don't know. I gravitate towards people or the brands that I can relate to or have that
Right.
message on them. I don't know. It's
Mhm.
that factor where I think like the future of clothing might be led on more of a
Mhm.
social impact vibe instead
Right.
of what we've seen in the past, just due to how the world's going, you know?
Right.
But is there something that maybe is a little more difficult for you, whether it's consistency, money, time, motivation, telling your story through the clothes? Is there anything you feel like people may not like really see when they're looking at your brand?
I mean, I'd say it's the consistency and really finding that like motivation to keep going. And I mean, like I said, I've had it for 5 years, and I thank all my supporters for truly believing and keeping me motivated. And
Nice.
the reason why I keep going is for you guys. And I just want to keep putting out like fire pieces, because it's like every single collection has been an amazing drop, and it's again all because of you guys. So I'd say definitely just finding that idea, and again, consistency. But also, when you have that idea, just make it happen. A lot of us tend to kind of backtrack and be like, no, like I don't think that's gonna be a good one. But turns out that's probably gonna be a best collection. One. Like, yeah, it's crazy. Like go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead. My fault.
So like, I actually have a story on that. So my biggest collection was actually I wrote. Well, I didn't write it, but it's a sticker that I created. It's called "Did You Breathe Today?" And I would actually wake up to that every single day, and just that's a good reminder for me to, did I breathe? Okay, like let's start our day. Hey, you know what? Let's meditate real quick, maybe a quick 5 seconds, 10 seconds, just, breathe in, breathe out, start your day. And I remember I'm telling my best friend, Chris, which he's probably going to watch this, I'm sure. I remember telling him, pitching him the idea, because he's actually the one that helps me with all my designs and everything as well. It's been knowing him since kindergarten. And I remember telling him, you know what, we should put that on a shirt. Did you breathe today? And he's like, nah, like I don't think it's gonna work. It don't it's not catchy. And I'm like, let's do it. Kid you not, I probably did like 5 re-ups on that. Like probably sold over 500 pieces on that.
Wow. And on something that maybe if you listen to somebody else, you would have been a little hesitant on.
Right, exactly.
But you kind of followed through with that.
Right. And that was just the beginning. And that's actually when I transferred over to like street apparel. Because back then I was just doing tie-dye and making my own like garment dye design.
Like more like one-on-one pieces?
Right. Yeah.
Fire.
Oh, yeah. You were like doing a little custom tie-dye on the shirts, right? I remember that.
You said the first piece was like the bleach.
The bleach. I was messing around with bleach a lot and tie-dye.
But at that time, too, like bleach was pop.
It was.
And it's so accessible as a creative, and you just got to get some urge out. Like, you could just mess around with bleach real quick, or like I see videos of some dudes that will like lay out their logo and bleach everything else. Yeah. And then they got the logo of their brand, on their creative, like.
No, that's the thing, man. That's, I don't know. Like, anything that we put out, it just it's like I said, it's not going to be perfect, but if you think it's fire, hey,
stick with it.
Stick with it.
Stick with it for sure.
Zay, what's your most difficult aspect of Fortunate or building it or, pushing your brand?
So for me, it's kind of like piggybacking on your idea. It's more so, I had this constant fear of not exceeding like how I did the last drop. Right. So every time it's just like, how am I gonna get better? So with each garment, like at first, I started with made blanks, whatever. Like I really started off with made blanks, made mesh shorts, and then we started elevating to more cut and sew pieces. Right. And it's just me as a consumer and even as a creative, I kind of look and see like, is the person that's buying the garment gonna love it? Right. I want them to wear it. I want it to be durable. I want it to just last for a lifetime, and I want the pieces to say something. Like if you weren't this garment, like, oh, that's Fortunate. You know what I mean? I want it to speak for itself, and I also want to make it affordable because growing up, man, we wasn't able to buy that much expensive stuff, and I look at not shots fired towards like Paxson or anything like that. You know what I mean? But it's like I look at it like you spending $60, almost $70 on a t-shirt that's gonna last 3 washes. Right. My mindset is like, let me prioritize, getting people to spend their hard-earned money on good quality stuff.
That's
and
right.
because I know what it's like to be that kid that wants something and it ends up being trash. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like, damn, I really spent 120 on this. Damn.
Your favorite Instagram brand
Yeah,
too.
favorite
You're
Instagram
waiting for
brand.
that shit to
my
come
God.
in.
Yeah,
That's
so
why
it's like-
sometimes like online shopping, it'd be scary, man.
It's scary.
Oh,
And then
for
that's why,
sure.
like, even with like the brand stuff, I try to have a lot of people rock it, so
Right.
you know you could get a general idea of
Mm-hmm.
how it fits different people, and
Right.
I provide size charts,
Yeah,
videos. I even
right.
answer the DM.
Right.
You feel me? Like this
Bro.
is all by
Exactly.
myself, designing, creating, even like all of it. So it's like
Mhm.
when somebody shows interest in the brand, I'm trying
Right.
to give them the best
Exactly.
customer service. I try to
Right.
reply to, because
Yeah.
like my phone be blowing up all the time, man, and
Right.
I try my hardest, y'all. I try my hardest. Shout out to
Yeah,
everybody showing mad
exactly.
love.
No, there's two things you guys both do well that I was gonna touch on, but it's like we're kind of
okay.
bringing up.
Mm-hmm.
Like one, I love how you're constantly at pop-ups
Yeah.
because I feel like
Yeah.
that brings a brand in real life in a
Right.
way.
Yes.
I love how you tap in the community with your drops
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
because again that gives it a sense of like it's real in a way.
Yeah.
Or even the video, if you do a video with the drop, it adds some sort of like, oh, it's just not like
It's
a
not just-
flat lay that's a
Right.
pre-order, you know?
Yeah, and to touch on that, bro, you've been killing it with your brand too, man.
Yeah,
The
shit,
layouts
man.
is crazy. Like we gotta give you a shout out yourself, man.
Nah,
I know
yeah.
you're the host and stuff,
Exactly.
Yeah.
but like seeing the whole rollout for, I think it was like the No Doubt tee.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Dog, that was
Yeah,
fire.
that
That
was
that
fire,
motivated
man.
me, and I was like, yo, we gotta elevate our shit. You feel
Yeah,
me?
and that was
It's-
my grandpa, you know, like
Yeah.
same
Yeah,
thing,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
We could sit here all day, but like a lot of my stuff is everything is like pulled from something specific, especially like the
Yes.
No Doubt being
Mhm.
a Southern California band. Like
Yes.
I just remember being in my mom's car playing it.
Yeah.
My grandpa was a drummer. He did
Uh-huh.
the, you know, like you know, it all makes sense.
Right.
But no, like those two things, or you know, all three. You know, I could throw myself in there.
Mhm.
Sorry,
Yeah,
y'all.
throw yourself in there. man.
Yeah.
That's like one thing I would advise to somebody coming up to,
Yes.
because I think it plays a big part in like, it just makes it feel real. Somebody scrolling Instagram's like, oh shit, like somebody's rocking it, and like,
Right.
you know,
Like a real
Um,
person, not no just like ad. You know,
yeah.
Exactly.
What were your motives? You know, you could start with you know, how you do your drops and you make sure you get people like in the clothes. Like,
Yes.
where did that start off?
So something I've noticed is, so when I was starting off the brand, man, everything was like pre-order.
Mhm.
So everything I would do is I would always order extras, because man, I be in the right places, I would say, you know, whether it be my job or if I'm bumping into somebody. And luckily I was working at a Foot Locker at the time, and we had free dress.
Yeah.
Shout out my boy Rosecrans Vic, man, because he was one of
Oh
the first.
shit! Shout out to Rosecrans
Yeah,
Vic.
shout out
That's
Rosecrans Vic, man. He was actually
Get
like,
him on here.
yeah, we got to, man. We got to.
Yeah,
He's
man.
good. I was wearing I dropped this Tupac tee, and I always order extras no matter what in my drops. And as a brand owner, like I highly recommend that,
Mm-hmm.
because you can't look at it like you losing something.
Right.
If you give it to somebody of influence or somebody you believe in,
Mm-hmm.
they'll rock it.
Yeah.
Somebody might see it. They'll be like, "Oh, like where'd you get that at?" You
Yeah,
know, that builds.
Mhm.
It does something.
Yeah.
And I just love hearing the feedback on like, "Yo, this shirt is good." Like
Right.
I had so many people ask me to restock that tee.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna restock it. I don't know. Maybe if I do some like, because I
Yeah,
definitely want
special
to tap.
drop or something.
It's because man, I want to give it to the people.
Yeah.
But
Uh-huh.
if I do some sort of pop up, because I definitely
Right.
want to do events and stuff.
Yeah.
Definitely gonna redrop the Cube and the Pac tee.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, man, it's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, no. Talk to me about your strategy, or
So-
why you do pop ups and how you your benefit from them.
I feel like the main reason why I do pop-ups is to actually share my story, and just hoping someone can relate to it. And turns out I've actually heard so many stories from random people that you would be kind of surprised that they actually express themselves to you.
Yes.
And at times when I do my pop-ups, I have my banner up and it says support mental health awareness. And they come in and they just literally, like, if I'm their therapist.
Oh, got you. And that's cool that
Yeah.
it, like, just that banner alone
People
creates
feel
that environment.
People
Yeah.
feel safe then, though.
Yeah.
You know.
Because it's like a one-on-one conversation. And the conversations I've had, like, to the point where I've actually cried in like a couple of them, because how the story is, it's like, yeah, I don't want to feel bad for them, because, you know, at the end of the day, it's like, we're not here to, oh, I want you to feel bad for me. Nah, like, the main reason, there's a reason why this happened to us. Because why? Because we got to keep going in life.
Yes, sir. And it kind of shapes you, molds
Right.
you to who you're supposed
Exactly.
to be.
And yeah, like, just every single person that's came up to me and shared their story, it actually makes me feel like I'm not alone. And at the end of the day, I hope that also helps them in a way, because, you know, everybody deals with stress, anxiety, depression, and people don't talk about it. They just want to hide it. But hey, if you want to have a conversation with me at a pop-up, come on through.
Pull up.
Yeah.
Rose Bowl, Shop Small Soiree. You know.
Yeah, man. It's just been, I don't know, just, you never know who you're gonna meet at a pop-up as well. And, you know, I've been blessed with so many people that I've met. I've gotten opportunities off of it. Yes, sometimes some pop-ups aren't a hit, but hey, it's not always gonna be a good one every single time. And I feel like you have to realize that, and don't be so hard on yourself, and just remind yourself, hey, on to the next one.
On that note, you know, talking about, like, you know, there are going to be some good days, bad days.
Exactly.
And then you saying, like, you said something I like you can't view giving away your product as a loss necessarily. So I kind of want to stick there, like, including myself too. So what should be the strategy then, right? Because I think we're all three of us are brand. We're trying to push something that we believe in, has a message behind it. Maybe it's not just like fly clothes that we're trying to sell at $100, you know. Is it to break even at every drop? Is it to get some extras and throw it into to the community? Are there any, say this, are there any strategies you think would benefit 18-year-old kid, maybe with a brand and a message that's coming up?
I mean, I would say definitely a good strategy would be, like, let's say if you have just some leftover shirts, and just kind of bless your customers and just say, hey, I know you've been rocking with me for quite some time.
An extra one in there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And that actually
could go the long way.
Exactly. Yeah. You never know. And, like, they might love that shirt and be like, or they actually might gift this to someone else that may be going through something. Like, for me the other day, shout out to TikTok, though, because I've been posting a lot recently on TikTok.
He's been doing his thing?
Man, the people I've been meeting at pop-ups are like, we just saw your video on TikTok.
Oh, that's
and I was
tough.
like, damn, like, that just makes me feel like, okay, like,
you're doing something right.
Right,
yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
And they were like, oh, we're actually here because, you know, one of our family friends is actually going through something. And your shirt, like, the shirt I have right now, it says, your anxiety is lying to you, but it's in Spanish.
Ooh, tough.
That's fire.
It's just a good reminder to don't let your anxiety take over you. You know, we got to be in control of our own emotions. Like, yes, we all have our days, but when that anxiety kicks in, it's just like, you know, don't let it linger. I feel like you just got to, yes, be aware of it, but don't dwell on it. Yeah. And it's just like, with that piece, she literally was like, I need to buy this for my family friend because I feel like she's going through it and she will love this message.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful message. Like,
yeah,
I love that, bro.
I love that.
And it honestly looks like a piece that you could just style on the daily.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
yeah,
it's good.
Well, this one says actually be easier on yourself. And like on the back is it's pretty much the same thing but bigger. But I don't know if you can see the numbers right here, but
001.
Yeah, these numbers here are actually, it represents the zeros represent me just calming myself down and kind of getting ready to just start breathing. And 1, 2, and then the 0 kind of just reset again, and then 2, 3 exhale. And I don't know, it just for me it helps.
Damn, that's sick, bro.
Yeah.
That's sick. I do something similar with my clothing brand. We on the tag, it's a Bible verse.
Okay.
So growing up, my pops was actually he was a pastor.
Okay.
And for a long time, you know, it didn't end pretty well. Like we're not cool, but we've reconciled. We're great.
Mm-hmm.
But for a long time, like, we kind of steered away from faith, and
Right.
now it's all kind of like full circle moment. It's coming back,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, he got all of me and my brother's names from the Bible.
Okay.
My name is Isaiah,
Mhm.
Timothy, Matthew, and I feel like it all kind of fits us perfectly. And I know from my last job and the previous, I dropped some sweatsuits and a button up, and the Bible verse was Isaiah 40:29.
Okay.
He gives strength to the weary, power to the weak. This whole year has been a roller coaster.
Right.
I've experienced a lot of things. I've done things that I wasn't proud of, and you know, I was trying to find a way to forgive myself and you know, become a better version. And that Bible verse has stuck with me. You
Right.
know, and I kind of put in my head like maybe he picked this verse because
Mm-hmm.
he was probably going through that.
Right.
And I look at that like God puts us in positions he knows we can handle. So like all the tough, the bad stuff, to shape us to who we're gonna become.
Right.
And that's why I love your message so much.
Thank
and I'm just like, damn, that's so beautiful, bro.
Yeah,
like,
man, appreciate
it's
you.
crazy that we're all here right now, man.
Yeah, I like I said, I got a lot of respect for both of you, and
Yeah.
again, I'm the type, bro. I'm the type to lean towards people that are like doing something intentional, bro. Because, like, for me, that's what art is.
Right.
Something with a
Yes.
message, from graffiti, from political stuff back in the day. Like, all art stems from my research and from what I gravitate towards is, you know, purpose,
Right.
or to make you think, you know,
Yes.
good or bad. And that's why, like, I'm glad we're having this convo.
Yeah.
Zay, has there been any advice that somebody has given you? I know you're tapped into like the LA culture, sneakerhead, you know, all that stuff, or actually, kids, you know, I asked you advice for a 19-year-old kid growing up. I know you're a little younger, but
Yeah, I'm a young cat, man.
have you gotten any like solid advice that you think was like, damn, that was like super helpful for me and my brand, or even like a little push of motivation?
I think definitely my inspiration, or like it all comes from everything that I've experienced. So, like, I have little conversations here and there because when I first started the brand, I think what pushed me the most was people were telling me, everybody's doing a brand, bro. Like, what's going to separate you?
Yeah.
Like, what makes you so special? And I think, you know, that competitive side,
Yeah.
You get
you know, I love
pissed
sports,
off. Yeah.
you know, so I'm like, what? Like, you telling me I can't do it? I can do whatever I want to do.
Right.
You know, as long as if I keep God close, and it's like a straight direction, man. And I see the brand going so much places. I'm very, very excited. Honestly, I wish I had this fire in me like back in high school, man, because out of high school, I didn't know what I wanted to do. You feel me? And
Because they didn't teach us nothing.
you know, they ain't teach us
Yeah.
that, but it's like we had to go through the experiences and, you know, working retail, living check to check,
Right.
and it still not being enough is what kind of pushed me, on top of everybody telling me like, hey, it's not gonna work. You know, try something else. Be a doctor.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm Asian, so it's like the host, they was always going up, oh, be a doctor, mailman,
right,
all
right.
that. But I was like, nah, like, I got something destined. I'm destined to be something else, man.
Yeah.
We're going to do something. We're going to change lives, man. We're going to give back
That's
to the
right.
community. We're going to be good, man. And here we are, man, in a beautiful podcast.
Yes,
You feel
sir.
me?
And everything you do is like, it's in the sneaker, clothing,
Yes.
thrifting world, right? So it's like you've always kind of been you were in that world in high school, assuming.
Dude, like,
yeah.
so, like, sneakers, I was into since elementary.
Actually, hold up.
Oh.
Got a better question.
Oh.
What grade were you in, like, during round 2 era? That's a better question. Because
Oh.
that's probably like where some shit starts,
Okay,
you know?
fun fact about sneakers. So
Like
I
being in
love-
LA, like
Yeah.
2014 or 2012 to 2019, right before COVID.
So round 2, it's crazy, and this is why I love like my job at Syndicate. Again, not a plug,
Yeah.
but
Nah, we love Syndicate.
Yeah, I love Syndicate, bro. So I've actually known Briss and like DC and Matt since I was in elementary school, cause we would window shop. Cause Little Tokyo wasn't that far from where I stay. I stay by Echo Park, historical Filipino town to be exact.
Yeah.
And we'd always kind of just window shop, look at the shit, or look at the shoes that we can't get.
Yeah.
But I was like, I told myself, and that was another thing that pushed me. I was like, we gonna get these, man. We gonna get these. But I was around middle school, for real, like when I could almost kind of get sneakers, cause again, we wasn't that rich. So like I would kind of hustle. I would clean shoes for money. I would I
Or
would
some
hoop.
hand-me-downs,
hand-me-downs.
right?
And that's a funny fact. That's why like I would always rock a size bigger. You know what I mean? I know there's this whole thing going around that he don't know his size.
Oh yeah,
but-
like Zay's real size. What is
yeah,
it?
yeah, because it was just like, that's like, I think that got to be a Filipino thing where it's like They
You
tell
just make it work. You
Yeah.
know, like whatever
Double
it is, I'll
socket.
make it work.
Yeah,
Nah,
yeah.
Chris been there too. Shit.
We all been there, but yeah, man, I think sneakers. I know the first shoe that gravitated towards 2012, the military blues, man. Those were like, oh shit, I need to get it. And I was a kid size, so there's a foot action at Eagle Rock, and it was the last shoe my size. And it was so bad because like the display shoe was out there so long that the little toe box was all dark, and then the fresh one.
Yeah.
So I had to dirty them on purpose to make it look even, you know. But yeah, man, sneakers is a beautiful thing. You could tell someone through their sneakers and how they dress, and that's why I love it so much, you know. And it's just like it kind of tells a story.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna get into back into the brand a little bit.
Right.
Sal, are there any struggles with trying to create fly pieces, but still also not stay true to the brand, but make sure it still has the element of really, you know, making that space for people?
Struggles, I'd say, like creating the design and like the font and maybe even a graphic tee. Just trying to find that actual good design, and like I said earlier too, just don't be afraid of releasing it. And like struggles, yeah, you're gonna find struggles, because it's like, I know you mentioned like, man, I want to make sure this new collection beats the previous one. So I don't know, it's just like you find inspiration, you see other brands, and it's like, okay, like, damn, that looks cool, like how he placed it. Like, I don't want to copy him, I don't want to do this, but like, let's just see how it would kind of look in a sense, but not to the complete of like, damn, like that looks identical.
Yeah,
like,
not you trying to jock it, but
Right.
trying to draw inspiration from it, and
right.
like how could I make it better?
Right,
You know what
exactly.
I mean? Yes.
But just trying to find that correct like font and everything. Honestly, I find it really fun, because you just type in what you want the shirt to say, and then it's just so many different fonts. Like, I don't know.
You see what the vibe is.
Right.
Yeah.
And if it looks
kinda
cool,
whichever fits the
right.
piece.
Like not overthinking it, I guess.
Yeah, I
in a
think
way.
that's the thing, because if you overthink it, then I feel like you're just not gonna want to release anything.
Cause I'm not gonna lie, like one of my
Right.
main struggles is I'm an overthinker, bro. So and that's why like I love my family. I consider my team, my family. I always kind of ask their opinion, because we all know how to dress, and like
Right.
we all kind of have a different senses of fashion. So if it gets approved from them, it gives me the courage to like, all right, let's drop it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So definitely, I think overthinking is definitely one of the main.
That's the biggest struggle, the overthinking.
But once you just kind of touching upon like what we were saying last time, like just drop it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Just as long as if you could see it,
mm-hmm.
man, just drop it, man.
Yeah.
Honestly, just drop it.
And if you
Don't
feel
overthink
like it might not be a hit,
those are actually the ones that turn out to be the
that's
hits.
what I'm saying.
No cap, like
Yeah, like I've been leaning on like, bro, like just trying to remember like, okay, do I like it? The whole point of this thing was to make fly shit that I'm aware.
yup.
Right.
Okay, the message is there. Let's roll with
Let's roll
it.
with
it.
You know, like
And
Exactly.
then to like piggyback, because I'm very interested in y'all brand. So like,
Yeah.
what is your like procedure? So like, once the product gets like approved, it's already like the samples is cleared.
Yeah.
Like, what's your whole brain process with dropping this stuff? Like, okay, like we gotta do like a rollout. Like, what's y'all
Yeah.
the whole process?
shit, I think not like both of you, like I really want to like I want the intention to be there.
Uh-huh.
I care. You feel me?
Yeah,
like I've
exactly.
always been like that. Like
Yes.
in school, I cared about grades.
Yes.
At sports, I care about winning and losing.
Yeah.
Everything. For some reason, I'm just a try hard. You feel me?
Nah,
Like
that's how you gotta go in life.
You feel me? Like
You know?
that's just always been what it was. So
Right.
like, one, just making sure like, all right, somebody gets the intention, or like, you know, high quality, whether it's in the studio and we're shooting
Right.
it, or it's a video.
Yes.
Probably chatting with this fool right here about, you know, thinking through, or if he has any ideas or inspo. But I think the one thing I'm trying to get better at is like getting it out sooner. I have the habit of everything's done.
Right.
I have the products in my hands now,
Oh, so you kind of just like lean back.
but then I just sit on the product for,
Right.
I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah. It
few
happens.
weeks,
Yeah.
4 weeks.
Uh-huh.
And that's to say, like, those times are always gonna happen. Those little second
Hiccups.
guesses or like,
exactly.
man, like, damn, is this the right time?
Right.
Which, bro, if we're gonna be real, when is the right time?
Yeah.
I was waiting for the world to slow down. The world kept burning, bro, and especially in LA from the fires and like, I had all my drops were prepped January, February.
Yeah.
But like, unfortunately, I let the world kind of dictate it, which for better or worse, it happened. But well, that's one thing I want to get better at is like, if I get it, not overthinking it too much, trusting the vision.
Yes.
Okay, the product's dope. I'm aware and it has a message on there.
That should
Price
be-
it at a cool price point. Like, I'm gonna rock with the results because I'm comfortable with that. You feel me?
Right.
Cause I ain't even gonna lie, like I liked your whole rollout and the little accessories that you added with your drop. I think it was the air freshener.
Mhm.
Like,
Oh yeah,
I
yeah,
was
the
like,
Born to
bro,
Fly one.
That shit was tough. Cause my boy, shout out Smilly, he was rocking your shit.
Oh,
and
yeah,
I
yeah,
seen the
shout out
look, I was
Smilly.
like, that's tough, bro. Like, as a brand owner, I'm trying to implement that into my clothes too. But obviously that comes with a lot of money.
Right.
But I think for like a younger cat trying to get that, trying to find inspiration in that, do little things like that. I think that'll kind of bring the audience in because you appreciate it. Like kind of
Yeah.
like how Supreme just throws in stickers, and, like,
Stickers, air fresheners,
yeah, all
whatever.
that. So I think that's a really cool way to advertise your brand without shoving it down people's throats. You feel me?
Exactly.
So it's like
No,
I think that's a
true.
cool thing to just add on there.
Right.
What about you? Your process?
As far as like process goes, like I have, like honestly, probably one of the best teams that I could ever ask for. Like going down to the photographers, the
Same people each always. Dope. That's dope.
That's
That's
dope.
dope.
yeah,
You building
mean-
like a solid team.
yeah,
So you wait. Correct me if I'm wrong. You did this. You've been doing this for 5 years.
5 years. Yeah.
Fire, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Same team, 5 years.
Same team. And
That's
yeah,
what's
like
up.
I like giving people chances, of course, like
Mhm.
any new photographers, any new videographers, like they reach out, hey Sal, like, I'm trying to build my portfolio up. Yeah, let's do it.
That's dope.
I'm always open to working with new people at all times, but it's just my team is like, man, like we're super talented and just being in the same room with everybody and man, I don't know, it's just creativeness and you feel the energy.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm always open to new ideas. My best friend Chris, he's like, maybe we should do it like this. Okay, yeah. Like I'm open to it.
And you guys are comfortable enough to
Right.
bounce off each other's
Exactly.
ideas and trust. That's dope.
Exactly.
That's dope.
Trust
I
the
think that's
process.
something you can't
Yeah.
really find.
And
It's good.
it's just finding that creativeness and just keep putting content out there. It doesn't even matter like if it's something like you may not think might hit, but watch it hit.
Yeah.
And it could
Let your
just
ideas float, man.
Right.
Just let them float.
it's like that's what I've learned recently. I know it took me some time to be more on TikTok, but I was just mainly Instagram, but then I
Well,
was
TikTok
like,
is the way.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that you booming right now, bro. That's dope. That's
I'm
dope.
just like, man, like
Blessed,
I don't know.
man.
I'm
Blessed.
just doing videos of me walking into my booth,
Your booth, yeah.
and I'm like, damn, okay.
Yeah.
And that's how people are gravitating towards it. Why? Because, yeah, I may have a pretty cool like setup, but it's just for me, it's just the message, man.
Yeah.
And I love my brand so much. It's brought, like I said, brought me huge opportunities. I'm here now. Like I'm here
Yes,
with
sir.
both of you guys. This is a great opportunity
Great
just to
conversation.
sit
No,
down
for
and
real.
have a conversation with both of you guys. And yeah, like just imagine if we didn't even end up doing our clothing brand, what would we be doing right now?
Yeah.
You know, just think about that. And I've always asked myself that too. It's like, damn, like just imagine if you didn't, listen to your therapist and was like,
Shout out your therapist, by
Oh,
the way,
yeah.
man. Shout out your
I
therapist.
love her.
Yeah.
I love her so much. She literally saved my life. And yeah, man, it's just she made sure that I didn't leave. So my first session, she was like, you walked in with a question mark on your face and you look scared. And till my last session, I was like, do you still see that question mark? And she said, I see a whole different person.
That's fire.
Mhm.
Thank you for sharing that, brother. That's
Yeah,
beautiful.
man. I don't know, man. I'm just blessed to be here. Blessed to be here, man.
Yep. No, appreciate that, Sal.
Yeah.
We gonna switch gears again a little
Yeah,
bit.
man.
We in LA.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people would say benefit the big market, the resources, fashion district, da 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 da. That's the LA scene. But then on the flip side, everyone has a brand.
Yes.
All the population in LA is as big as majority of states in the United States.
Right, sir.
The competition with
high.
you know, or shoot, we even get deeper into the economy and cost of living here and people's dollar.
Right.
Which side of the coin do you guys flip on? Do you see being in LA as an advantage due to that access, or is it, you know, get a little shiesty out here?
I mean,
I think it's a mixture of both, to be honest. I love me being a competitor. I love seeing all the other brands because it pushes me, and I'm like, okay, y'all doing that. Let me steer somewhere else. Let me find like a different outlet. You know, let me steer away because I started off with graphic tees, and I love graphic tees. You know, loving vintage and stuff like that. But now I want to go to more pieces where it's like it actually kind of speaks for itself and it separates itself. And that's why I really love the button ups that we drop, the pinstripe and like this checker, because then it kind of taps into like who I was growing up. You know, we grew up around a lot of people rocking Ben Davis and Dickies, Converse, Cortez. So it's like to kind of pay homage to that at the state we're in right now, while also telling, you know, because I'm trying to spread, you know, God's message through my clothes, and to kind of add all that together, it's like beautiful, you know, because again, with the Bible verse on the tag, that was a personal choice, because I could really design like a super dope tag, but I think it's just the subtle of that, where it's like it kind of introduces religion in it without shoving it down people's throats. So like, so say if somebody like the button up, they'd be like, oh, like that's sick, like da 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 da. Looking at it, inspecting it, sees the tag, like what is this? You know, kind of sparks interest, and you know, who knows where that could take them. You know, maybe they found their faith through my garment.
You change their mind a little bit. Yeah, and that's actually like that's proven, bro. Like the first thing people need to do is change their mind. You know, and like more likely than not, you're gonna make an impact. Not saying like you gotta be subtle and everything, because a lot of times you gotta make noise and say what you gotta say. But yeah, I like how it almost leaves it up to them. This is what I'm about. You know,
if you guys like it, just because the garment, or if you want to like tap like that, I just want to make it. Like I just want them to know about it and introduce it to them. Right. And I think that's just a beautiful thing.
Yeah, man. That's the thing too. It's just wanting to let everybody know about the brand. Yes, like we said, there's everybody has a brand. Like, but at the end of the day, what is your brand about? And every brand has a story. You're not just gonna throw a random word to it. And like for me, again, like mental health is something that I truly believe in, and you may not feel like therapy might be for you, but for me it worked.
Yes, sir.
And I'm sticking to it. And like I said before, you know, you just got to find that purpose. And like you said, graphic tees, I was doing graphic tees as well, like after like a couple other drops that I did, but something that started just working for me was expressing how I'm feeling and just throw it on a shirt.
Yeah. And like, it's like more subtle. It's like more wearable, you know what I mean? And I feel like it goes with more of a different audience. Right. You know, because like I guess graphic tees are more catered to, I guess, the younger crowd. Right. But like a piece like that, I could see ranging from 16 all the way to like 45, maybe to 70, you feel me? So it's like understanding your range. Right. But I love the word just breathe, you know what I mean? And I think it's a beautiful message. Every time like I hear it now, I'm just like, oh, that's dope, man. That's dope. I love it, man. I love it. It's good.
That's what it is.
All right, we're gonna get into some rapid questions. Actually, kind of. But is there anything in LA that influences your brand? Actually, you have Los Angeles behind Fortunate.
Yes, sir.
Anything specific?
Man, anything specific.
People, streets, the music, culture growing up.
Just every culture. I love LA because it has a little bit of everything in it, which is why I wanted to represent where I was from. Like, so like this hoodie, for example.
Is that you?
This is mine.
That's not seen though, huh?
No, not seen. But it's
I knew it, bro. I'm like, I didn't want to ask. I was gonna ask you after, but
it's a wash. So this is actually a
little army
piece. Yeah. So like right here, It says Savior,
Savior.
obviously.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what my
Jesus
name
Christ, our
means,
Lord and
too.
Savior.
That's what my name
Right
means.
here, this is how I pay homage to LA right here, man. Look, City of Angels. I don't know if
Okay.
y'all can peek
Yeah,
that.
That's
yeah.
right.
City of Angels, of course, from the hood. Nice little fortunate piece right here.
Okay.
And
Fire.
another reason to answer your question previously about like has the word fortunate or like
Changed. Or,
changed.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think it has because now I'm understanding like, dude, we're so fortunate to have a loving God, you know, and he loves us in our good, our bad. And for a long time, I used to believe like, no, I have to be this certain saint. Like I have to do these before, you know, he could accept me, but he's always accepting us, man. You just got to have an open heart. You just got to love him and then just, you know, have that communication with him. Pray.
Right.
You know, I think praying is definitely one of the things that's helped me throughout this whole journey. And, you know, even with this garment, like I want to spread his message. And I think it's a subtle way.
Piece right
Yeah,
there.
no, that's
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah.
Shoot, anything in LA? Inspiring Breathe?
Oh. Yeah, you just got an Amber Alert.
Oh, I got my own do not disturb
Oh, yeah.
tie.
Oh, mine.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh!
You
We
still
gonna
get
pause
it.
it real quick.
Pause it.
God damn.
Oh, my bad.
Damn. Sorry,
Cool.
yo. So, I mean, yeah, back to the
Yeah. Let me ask you
Inspiration.
one more time.
Yeah.
Sal, anything in LA that influences your brand?
man, my culture, Hispanic culture. Honestly, everything that's going on right now, it's just unbelievable, and I just really can't express how I feel about it, because every day is just a struggle. Like, I just hate seeing fear. I hate seeing my own family they don't even want to go outside, and just seeing someone going through that, families being torn apart, it just breaks my heart, man. And anything that I can do for my culture to kind of uplift, and I feel like I have my whole family on my back, and I truly care about them so much that even throughout my pieces, every message is like something that has to do with them as well. Like, I remember my dad or my mom always telling me, you need therapy, or like, tú necesitas terapia, which, I mean, that means you need therapy. And I feel like in a Hispanic culture, that's like, I feel like everybody always tells a family member that, tú necesitas terapia, estás loco, you're crazy. And that came another like inspiration where I was just like, okay, put that on a shirt. Tú necesitas terapia. And mind you, like, people that read it, they would either laugh or they would even be like, oh, like, you know what? It made me think, like, yeah, I actually, let me try therapy. But the people that would laugh is because they
can
remember
relate to it.
Right. They related to it. And at first, for me, I was just like, damn, like, why are people laughing at it? Like, I'm being serious.
Yeah.
But it could be a funny thing. It can be,
It's a little funny because
Right.
I think people hear it.
Yeah.
And
So
you hear
often.
it as
they hear
a
it so
joke,
often, right.
but you hear it. It's also like, it's serious though too. It's
Right.
like hypothetical,
Yeah.
whatever that word is. Like,
exactly.
yeah. But no,
like
that's
sticks in your head.
Yeah.
Like, and I love the message behind it because like
Mhm.
even the fact that you're getting like reactions, like different
Right.
reactions of like laughter and seriousness. Like I
Right.
think it's a cool way to kind of spread your message. And
Right.
again, like breathe, like that shit is
Yeah,
tough. I was like, oh
exactly.
shit, that's tough. Because then
And-
it could just branch out to more than just clothes. And
Right.
that's another suggestion
Mhm.
I think for young cats. Definitely think of a name that you, not just a clothing brand, like
Right.
because you want to venture out in life. You want
Mhm.
to build empires and stuff. So it's
Right,
like
right,
you
right.
gotta figure out a good name
Yeah.
that'll age well, if that makes
Exactly,
sense. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like not just on some. It'll last 2 years.
Yeah.
You wanted to branch out to more than just clothes.
Exactly.
You know.
Is there one skill for either of you that you would like to add in a perfect world to yourself to add to your brand? For example, digital design,
Mhm.
photography, videography,
Ooh.
sourcing product, actually making it.
Mhm.
Would there be something to add to like your skill set to, maybe take your brand to the next level by the snap of your fingers?
I'd say consistency and
Oh, shoot.
creativeness.
Yeah.
I feel like, yes, I have that, but you can be better.
You can maximize that.
Maximize
Yeah.
that. And yeah, I mean, there's time for everything. But I don't know. I can relate to. I just seen a post that Shay posted about when he was like, the reporter was like, "How confident were you?" And he was just like, "Oh, I'm confident. Like that's just how I am. That's my daily lifestyle, being confident." And I feel like, yeah, it's not to be conceited or anything about that, but like, you got to care about yourself and put yourself to the highest standard. And yeah, there's sometimes where you can feel like low self-esteem, but you know, for me, I just always been confident. And I don't care what people think about me. I don't care what people say. At the end of the day, it's like, I know what I'm putting out. I know that it's going to be meaningful, and I want people to relate to it. So, yeah, that's like,
yeah. Zay, same question for you. If you could add something to your skill set, something to, yourself to elevate your brand, what would it be?
I think for me, it definitely has to be the overthinking. You know, I think that's something I struggle with a lot. You know, a couple of projects have been pushed back because of my overthinking, and I be getting in my head a lot. Yeah. But I think it all serves its purpose. Right. You know, maybe that it wasn't supposed to drop then, but it's supposed to drop now. Like, I think just honestly, tapping on what you were saying, like staying consistent. I think something I would also add is just being surrounded by people that you care about. Right. Because I think who you're around will kind of shape what you drop, and like everything with the mindset. And I think just surround yourself with loving people, people that believe in you, that don't bring you down. Because, you know, a lot of people say a lot of things, but once you hear it, it could kind of dictate where you go, either good or bad. Right. And I think that it's crazy, man. It's beautiful, dude. Right. It's beautiful.
Yeah, you got to use that as motivation. Like, I'd be lying, bro, because, you know, we all hear it, or you maybe hear some things, or the lack of sales may make you think some things, but like, nah, like I think lately I'm just starting to get comfortable in like, nah, like this is what it is. Like I'm cool with what it is. I'm gonna create this and you know make it make
even
sense.
Even if it doesn't perform what you expect it to, I think don't let that discourage you. Just be like, okay, what 100%. Did we do wrong?
Because then every day you post a video, you post a little content, bro, and I be telling people, you know, like even for me, I be getting it in over the day. It's not necessarily you gonna sell out on Friday. It's like Friday,
it'll stretch out.
The Saturday, the Sunday, the Monday. Then people get paid that next week. Then they might see your post. Oh shoot, Reggie. Okay, no. You know. Then that's the reality of it, bro. And then there might be better drops. Right. Then there are gonna be worse drops. You know. But it's like I'm just feeling like. And I'm talking, you know, I'm chatting about it now because I think you guys, we're chatting about it, but it's like you got to get to that space sooner than later. Yes. Because then, you know, that's one thing I'll tell like a youngster too is like you got to take your lumps though, and you probably got to hear it, and you kind of got to, you got to experience a roller coaster. But then once you get to that spot where you're comfortable with the message, you're comfortable with like maybe the style and the shit you're designing. Right. Cool. And I feel like people kind of hit like a little wave or a little momentum if they want to, you know?
I feel like a lot of people, once they experience those like downs, like they're like, all right, this ain't for me. Right. But I think something to keep in that is just like, no, if you getting all that backlash or whatever, use that as motivation. It's like, bro, you're almost there. Like I think you're a lot closer than you are than when you started. You feel me? So just keep going, man. Like if it's in your heart, it's planted in your heart, bro. Just keep going. Like I've had times where I've overthink stuff. You know what I'm saying? But it was just more so just like, damn, man, let's just put something out. You know, if it doesn't feel right in my heart, like let's sit on it, but let's brainstorm. Let's think of ways to not waste time. You feel me? Because our time's so limited on this earth, and you know, we just want to inspire, we want to create, and just make dope stuff. Essentially, you know.
That's what it is, man.
Does every brand need to have a message like what we're pushing?
I truly, oh my God, let me rephrase that. Wow. I truly believe every brand has a message. Not necessarily do you have to have one. I mean, there's so many out there that I don't really know why they started or how it started. I would love to get to know why a brand started, of course. Like that, for me, when I go buy clothes, like if I'm not rocking my own brand, like I want to know the story behind someone else's brand and why they started. And, you know, if they can give me some pointers or something, you know, I always want to learn something new every single day. Like, But as far as that goes, I don't know. I feel like a message does help. And if you relate to it and then you can see yourself wearing it, okay. Style it up your way. Because half the time when I buy shirts, I always rip them. I cut the sleeves off, take the neck off, and I'm always just sleeveless all the time. I mean, we live in LA, so weather is always beautiful out here.
Yeah. Zay, does a brand need to have a message that they're pushing under their brand, or could they just make dope clothes?
Man, I think it's a little bit of both, because I've seen some brands where they don't do a message at all, but it's like, oh, it's a dope piece. I'm like, okay, I think that's just the creative side of it, where it's like, because I try to open my mind and see, like, okay, sometimes it doesn't have to just be the message. Like, in a specific drop, you know what I mean? Because I think I try to take myself out of the situation, because I overthink like a motherfucker. So
you be trying to make it all deep and shit.
You know. But
you got J. Cole bumping and you're in the vibe. I know you, dog. I know.
Yeah, so, like, sometimes if you just gotta drop it. If you think it's dope because the colors are like the simple design, man, just drop it. Yeah. But also the other side of me was like, no, it does have to have a message. You know, it has to all tie together. But
has
then
to make sense.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I think it's a mixture of both. I think if it's dope product, you get the approval, drop it, man.
Drop it.
See where it goes. You know, see where it goes. But yeah, I would say a little bit of mixture of both, man, for sure. 100%.
Back to the question earlier. Is there an artist? Is there an album or even a song? Is there a soundtrack that, you know, you could tie along to your brand?
You know, it's funny. When you asked that, I immediately knew which song, which was, and I'm still thinking about that song too. Human Nature, Michael Jackson.
Human Nature by Michael. I'm going to play that on the right back just to even get
get a glimpse of, like, why you feeling that way.
Right. And I feel like I was always asking myself that same question, why? Every single day. Why me? Why? And in that song, it's just like, why? You know, it's I don't know. For me, like, I relate to that song so much. I probably hear it almost every single day. I listen to the same music probably every single day too. I create playlists, and it's just, I don't know. But yeah, definitely that song. I relate to it a lot. And It actually does relate to my brand, because that's just by asking myself, why am I feeling like this? Why me? Why did this happen? It led to everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fire.
That's dope.
So now I'm 5 years in with Breathe by Sal, and it's gonna continue.
Oh yeah,
that's good, brother.
Zay, song, album, soundtrack to go with Fortunate.
This is tough, man. Oh man, I could. Off noggin, I could think of like Pac, Cole, but I think like that hunger for real. I think the thing that captured it for sure had to have been 50 Cent, Hustler's Ambition. Just because it's like, man, me just trying to prove myself, you know, and that wouldn't be possible without God, you know. So I think that kind of ties in with everything, you know, the sports, and just like, I need this. I want to show y'all what I could do for real, and because I've grown like. When I started the brand, I started like late 2023. You know, some of the spots that I went to, like, they showed mad love in terms of like the production part, but they kind of lacked respect in my garments. You know, I'd pay up front, whatever, but they always have my stuff to the end. You feel me? And I was like, damn, like,
makes you
just
feel
because because I at the time, like, I had a little bit of followers, but those little bit followers was everything to me. The fact that I had at that time like 200 people I did not know, was like, man, we making it in life, you know. And every time we get a follower, somebody tapping with the brand, bro, that means so much to me. When people tag the brand like, oh, this is dope. You know, I literally chop it up with them like 10, 15 minutes. Like, yo, like, thank you so much. Like, showing my gratitude, because it's like, love. It takes a lot for somebody to spend their hard-earned cash on garments that we design, and it means the world to me, to everyone that buys the clothes or even compliments it, likes a picture, shares it, reposts. Like, you know, as a brand owner, that means the world to me, and I will never get sick of that feeling.
It goes a long way.
Goes tremendously long way. So thank you to everybody showing mad love, reposting, all that. I love y'all.
It was Hustler's Ambition. Give me the song one more.
Human Nature.
Human Nature by Michael Jackson.
That's like when I was like off when I first started. That's
on
what
some
I was
hunger.
feeling. I'm
not even gonna lie. I like that. I grew up on 50
Yeah,
Cent,
50, come
Kanye
on.
era, the Lil Wayne. Like I say before Drake, Cole, and Kenny, it was Ye, Wayne, and 50 for me.
Yes,
Like that's how I view it.
Yeah.
I think a song for me though would be "Touch the Sky."
Ooh,
Okay.
Kanye
Yeah,
West,
Kanye West.
"Touch the Sky." I think that
come
just
on.
gives that whole dreamer mentality. Like
Mm-hmm.
like I'm gonna stay fly,
Right.
touch the sky till the day I die. Like
Yeah.
that paints a picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I play that song when I'm walking too.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
feel
know.
like I'm-
just,
That's a feel good
Right.
song right
yeah,
there.
Exactly.
Bobbing my head.
Yeah.
Nah, thank you both for coming. This is Kicking Game, right? So it's all about, our convo today,
Right.
kicking a little game for the listeners. And we're going to leave them with a kicking game moment from you. I'll give y'all some time to think and I'll hit them first.
Ooh, okay.
But I think a message that stood out for me, if I was telling 16-year-old Reggie or someone out there, anyone out there really listening, lean into what you believe in, lean into probably what makes you different.
Right.
And if you find an outlet, I think you go for it. I think all of us kind of shared, I relate to both of your stories, and I think all three of us could say that, man, I wish we started earlier, or I wish we'd done this a little sooner.
Yeah.
But the fact that we followed through with it is something to say. So anyone out there, don't be afraid if something's a little different, or if you feel strongly about something, I think that's a sign to go for it. And that's the thing you need to go for.
Exactly.
That's my kicking moment for today.
Yeah, man. No, that's amazing. Just to backtrack on that, yeah, just don't be afraid. Like my message, my brand is a mental health clothing brand, but for someone that's trying to find purpose, just trying to seek help, man, I hope you find that, and I just hope you find that peace and that purpose. Because yes, it's really hard, and if I can tell my younger self, I'm 30 now, but for me it all probably started when I was a kid. I mean, I just didn't really know what stress was about. I didn't even know how you felt anxiety, but it's real, and we just all got to learn how to manage it. And one message I would definitely say is, keep finding that purpose, because man, you'll find it, and once you do, I don't know, it just makes you feel like you're on top of the world sometimes. But for me, it's just pushing and pushing and pushing myself to just be a part of my community and let them know, hey, your mental health matters, and you matter. So
Yep.
that's what it is.
Shoot.
Take care of yourself, and just keep on breathing.
Yeah.
Plug in.
Yeah.
Zay, kicking game message for the fans.
Man, I think for me, it's kind of piggybacking on what y'all said. I feel like we're all kind of like-minded, so I feel like we're kind of saying the same thing, but I love it that we all kind of think the same. I think for me, though, it would definitely be, don't be afraid to try something, man. I think if God put something in your heart, it's for a reason, and, don't let all the naysayers say you can't do something. Do it, man. Like, don't be afraid to fail. I think that's a very, very important message, because I feel like failure is one of the things that sets people back. I think look forward to falling. Like, if that makes sense. Like, I always come with the mentality of like, nah, we're gonna fuck up. There's gonna be a bunch of fuck ups, but you learn from the fuck ups.
Right.
I applied that with my life. I was a bad kid growing up. You feel me? Like, I was definitely the totally opposite of who I am now, and I'm just glad that I experienced that growth. And looking back at it, I wouldn't change a thing, man. And I think everybody should have that mentality of just, man, fuck up.
Right.
Learn from your mistakes, bro.
Yeah.
That's the only way you can improve, when you learn from your mistakes. So
Exactly.
try it. Do what you got to do, man. If it's in your heart, like kind of what you said, do it, bro.
It's a reason it's in the heart, or it's a reason why you're thinking about it. I think,
Yes.
or I'll get a DM, or if like, even homies, or like I coach basketball, so I have a lot of like younger cats following me that are like 21 now,
Right,
20, like adults and shit, like my brother's age. But it's like funny because someone will ask you for a question or advice, and they'll have the whole plan and the whole blueprint.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, bro, if it's in your mind, if it's hard, if you feel this strong, you're just waiting for a confirmation from somebody.
You need no confirmation.
Nah, like, because that's where you get that expectation from,
Yes.
Right.
where could they find you at? Instagram or website?
Yeah, so Instagram, TikTok, Breathe by Sal, website as well, breathebysal.com. And if you do want to shop in person, we're going to be at Dia de los Muertos, Mid-City Mercado is having
shout out Mid-City Mercado.
Oh, man. Honestly, they've been a huge part of my success. I'm actually glad that I know them, actually. Because, man, shout out Jasmine. Man, she's doing incredible things. Shout out Gio for putting the community on. And, yeah, I'm really looking forward to that event. November 1st, Saturday. But, yeah, it's going to be epic. The first and the second one were crazy. Expect this one to be even bigger. So, yeah, if you guys want to stop by, that's where you'll find me. And, yeah, looking forward to the remainder of the year.
Dope. Zay, where can they find you at? Where can they find the brand?
Man, so my personal Zay Boy with I think 3 or 4 eyes. You'll see it, man.
We'll tag it.
And then the Fortunate LA, and then the website fortunate4la.com.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little complicated, but it was cool. It's cool. Fortunate4la.com. Yeah, man, we're gonna do more drops this year. Very, very excited. I got this zip up coming out in a red color. Y'all not ready for the red? It's like a good wash.
Okay.
I'm debating on doing black sweatsuits because the gray ones, y'all ate that shit up. That was great. We gotta get Reggie in some Fortunate gear, man. Now I think about it.
I told you we gotta take a photo of when they do the jersey swap.
Yeah, jersey swap.
And it's like, that's kind of hard. Like, everyone, man, we should have fucking done that shit today.
That would have been tough.
We could plan it out though, but no, it's a funny idea.
No, that's funny.
That would have been dope.
That would
been
do some
cool.
shit like that.
Hey, well, thank you both for coming. It was a great convo. Honestly, convo went better than I expected, and I'm really glad it panned out, and I'm glad you guys also know each other again, because it's 2 brands I respect, regardless of the followers or regardless of anything. What you guys stand for and the hustle behind it, I fuck with. But
appreciate you, man.
Yeah. This was an episode of Kickin Game. Appreciate y'all watching. And until next time, peace.
Peace.
Yes,
Appreciate you guys. But that was sick.
Sir, man.
Sick.